be one with Jeffree Star. Be alien. Have no eyebrows. Just make them go bye-bye real quick. Well, hello there. My name is Megan Lynn's Makeup, and today I'm going to be attempting to recreate this look that I have on now that was in Jeffree Star's YouTube video when he announced his new eyeshadow palette. So this is called Bloodlust, and it is the third sister in the Blood palette family. And these are going to be all of the purple tones. So I just decided it would be really cool to try and use Jeffree Star palettes that I already own at home to recreate the look from his campaign video. So if you're interested in seeing how you can use Jeffree Star palettes that you already have at home to recreate this Bloodlust campaign look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I am currently on a no-buy, which has really never been a thing for me. I usually am not the smartest about my spending, and I tend to just spend a decent amount of my paycheck on makeup. So for the past month or so, I've actually been really good about not buying anything. And then Jeffree Star announced his Bloodlust collection that's going to be coming out this Friday. So I think I am gonna wind up buying it, but I literally have a stack of all of the Jeffree palettes that I own right in front of me now. So I'm going to attempt to recreate one of the looks that Jeffree did with his new Bloodlust palette. This is from his reveal video. I don't know if you're going to be able to see all too well. I'm going to try to insert a picture of it. But I wanted to try to recreate this eyeshadow look using Jeffree Star palettes that I already own at home. Now, Jeffree is famous for not doubling up on his shadows and having the same shadow across multiple palettes. So that's one of the reasons why I want to break my no-buys, because I want some of these exclusive shades that I don't have in any of the other palettes that I own. But I just thought it would be fun, since the palette's coming out this Friday, to see if I can try to recreate the look with Jeffree Star palettes that I already do own. So I'm gonna try. I don't know how perfect this is gonna be, but I'm gonna zoom you in so you can get right up and close into the eyes. Also, I have a mirror down in this corner over here, so if you see me looking off. Looking at this campaign image, the first thing that I want to start with is this royal purple that Jeffree has in his crease. I believe Lipstick Nick did the makeup for his reveal video, and I want to say that I can find something similar in the mini Controversy palette. I'm going to use this purple right here. This is the shade Controversy, and I'm actually going to take a clean, I mean it's stained, but this is a clean JS6 blending brush, and I'm just gonna dip right into that purple. It doesn't look like in the picture there's a winged eyeliner, so I'm just gonna kind of cheat like a winged shadow look just by using the very tip of that brush and just kind of wiggling back and forth outside of my temple. And I'm not really picking up any more product at the edges of that blending. I'm just kind of pressing whatever's left over on the brush. If I am picking up more color, I'm just gonna tuck that into the depths of the crease. I don't want that near the edges of my blending. Of course, I have to break my no-buy for this. The velvet packaging, I think, is absolutely beautiful, and that's one of the biggest things about Jeffree's cosmetics line, you know? It's not just the products, it's also the packaging. They're like collector's pieces, and I am such a hoarder when it comes to makeup. I'm like, what am I gonna do with my life if I don't have that collector's piece? Okay, I'm not too worried about connecting the base of this winged shadow to my lower lash line, because again, going back to that picture, it looks almost like that dark teal, that blue that's in the palette is what's underneath the eye. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now, and I'm gonna work on this lighter purple into the shimmering lilac. Now, actually, out of the exact same palette, the Mini Controversy, I'm going to dip into the shade Exposed, which is this lighter purple shade here. And I'm going to take another fluffy brush. Again, I swear these brushes are clean. This is just literally stainage from being so well loved. But this is a Morphe M514. I'm just going to dip into that Exposed shade. And it looks like in the picture he has that blended up right into the brow bone. I remember when the Conspiracy palette was releasing, there was an Instagram account that basically posted this picture, and it had comparisons of all of Jeffree Star's other palettes that he's come out with and the shades that were coming out in the Conspiracy palette. And this Instagram post was basically talking about, hey, like if you have this palette, and this palette, you could basically use this shade, and this shade to kind of mimic all of these different tones from the Conspiracy palette, which I thought was really cool, because it's like if you already own the palettes, you know what I mean? Like you can definitely achieve something similar. And again, of course, Jeffree has a theme when he's releasing his eyeshadow palettes. He doesn't do doubles of the same color. So with each eyeshadow palette, you are getting value because you're not purchasing the same neutral tones over and over again. You are getting a wide variety and a wide selection of colors in each palette and in each color story. And not even just the colors and the shade range, but also textures. Like I know that this new palette is going to have a new shimmer texture that Jeffree's never done before, almost like a pressed glitter, which we haven't seen in his palettes in the past. So for me, again, being a makeup artist, being a makeup fanatic and a hoarder and just a Jeffree Star lover in general, I really, really want to test that formula out. I'm just excited to try the new palette, honestly. And with that velvet packaging, I can't get over it. All right, so after I took that lighter lavender purple Exposed, I'm taking Controversy again and then just going back and forth. One of the biggest things with eyeshadow looks is it's a lot of like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with makeup. So you'll start with a color and then you'll add in something else, and then you'll need to go back with that original color because that second shade you added like took away from the first one. So here I am again going back with Exposed, that lighter purple, and just hitting those edges a second time. And then probably back with this guy again. Controversy. All right. So I'm sure I'm gonna go back and forth and kind of finick with the blending here a little bit more. But the next thing that I want to do is find a lilac like that. It's hard to tell in the picture. Again, you don't get a really good close-up of Jeffree's eye makeup in his reveal video. But I know that when he was showing pictures of the palette, there's a really, really light, like, shimmering lilac that's at the top of the palette. So I want to try to take something as similar as I can find to that. And I want to say Jawbreaker is going to have something like that. I was wrong. I was hoping this would be a shimmer. It's not. It's not. Although Gumdrop, if you have the Jawbreaker, that's another lilac shade that you could probably actually use to blend out this top corner. And actually, while we're here, I might as well. Actually, yeah, no, I'm liking the tone of that a lot better than the shade that I was using in the mini controversy palette. Yeah, because you can see that more. I like that. Still not the shimmer that I'm looking for. Oh, you know what I totally, you know what I totally didn't even think of that I want to use as a highlight for that brow bone? Not an eyeshadow palette by Jeffree Star, but one of his highlighting palettes. I'm gonna grab that, please hold. I'm gonna take the highlighting palette, Northern Lights, and I'm going to use this shade right here, Arctic Sky, and try that as the lavender for the brow bone and kind of see how that works. We're getting close to that tone. This just isn't the exact shade. So I'm also gonna take a white highlighting shade. I'm gonna take Jawbreaker from the Jawbreaker palette. And use that at the very, yeah. Yep, there it is. Very top of that brow bone. I'm just taking that purple gumdrop shade again. Cool. So as of right now, I'm feeling pretty good about what I got going on in the crease. So now I just have to tackle the lid and the lower lash line. I have an idea of what I want to do for that like teal blue on the lower lash line, but I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to get that metallic red in the very inner corner. The look that Jeffree has in the picture, again, it's not the clearest picture, but it doesn't exactly look like a cut crease. But that inner corner, I know in the video he said it was something along the lines of that metallic red, but something makes me think that there's almost like a lighter peach in there. Oh, actually, I wonder if I try, and what? And orange juice, if I do like a mixture of them. Yeah. From what I'm looking at the picture, I'm gonna try that. So I'm gonna literally dip into, with a fluffy brush again, that orange juice and the and what, and kind of make like that peachy red, and just pop that right into the inner corner. Yeah, look at, woo. Wait, hang on. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, all right, I'm feeling good about this. All right. Now, this is his inner corner and like the first third of his lid. Again, it doesn't really look like this is a cut crease, but it does look like that fades to the lid, and then the lid has like a bright lilac again. I wonder if I can go in with that highlight shade. I'm gonna take that same highlighting brush and Arctic Sky from the Northern Lights palette, singular, and put that on my lid. Okay, all right. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'm gonna keep this lilac, that Arctic Sky, I'm gonna keep that in the center of my lid, and then you know how I went back with that light color for like literally the shade Jawbreaker from the Jawbreaker palette. I'm gonna take that and just hit that kind of like a halo right in the center of my lid, just because it looks like there is a brighter highlight in Jeffree's center lid, but I don't want it to be like a streak. And I don't want it to be super obvious. Perfect. Cool. And once again, I'm dipping back into Mini Controversy, and I'm picking up the shade Controversy on that first JSC brush, and I'm bringing that shadow back onto the lower outer corner. kicked my light. Okay. So it looks like on Jeffree's waterline, he has like a white eyeliner, which I personally don't love. But the other thing is his lash line is like that teal blue that kind of wings up to the edge of the shadow. So I'm going to use like a flat precision brush. This is actually an Anastasia brush. Oh, classic self-tan fail. We're not going to talk about it. Anastasia, like a flat, skinny, almost like a liner brush. This is their 20 brow brush. I think it's used to clean up the eyebrows, but I'm going to use it to create that like teal blue. Now, in the Blue Blood palette, there is a teal, and it's the shade Flourishing over here, but it's not quite as dark. So I'm thinking I kind of want to mix between this shade here, Flourished, and Blue Monday or Deceased. I know I need that color to be darker. Oh, wait a second, hang on. What if I do Flourished and Deceased? Nope, Cremated. It's called Cremated. Yep, so we're gonna do Flourishing and Cremated. Words are hard today. And I'm just gonna take that on my lower lash line. That's looking pretty close, I have to say. I'm gonna start to wing that out. My camera is about to cut me off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish up winging out this shadow in this eye, and I think that's like the main focus that I have to do here with the shadow. Pretty much it. I think I'm just gonna touch up some blending and stuff, see if I can get up close into my mirror and make sure I have everything fixed. Pop some lashes on and then come back and show you kind of how everything came together. But yeah, so that's like pretty much it for the shadow. I'm just gonna finish up some details and I shall return. Okie dokie. So since you saw me last, I added eyelashes. I actually did not fill in my waterline. I left it blank in honor of Jeffree's look because I did want to try to recreate this as closely as I possibly could with the products that I owned. I also added a lipstick / lip gloss. I lined my lips with just like a MAC lip liner that I had that was as close to like the gray taupey brown that Jeffree had in his video. And then I actually filled in my lips with his lip gloss, and this is the gloss in the shade Legends Only. So in the end, I wound up using 4 palettes that I already owned from Jeffree. We were able to achieve that blue using Blue Bloods. I mixed 2 or 3 colors out of that to get that lower lash line. I definitely used the 2 purples in the Mini Controversy palette. I used, I think it was 3 or 4 shades out of the Jawbreaker palette. We used this red and this orange here, this purple, and then this shimmering gold. And then for a lot of like the lilac shimmer that we have going on, I used the Northern Lights highlighting palette. I used that shade Arctic Sky. I did actually add that to my cheek as well to add some of that lilac ice highlight that Jeffree has in the picture. So side by side, I'm like pretty proud of this. I feel like this is as close as we can get. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can get a full shot of kind of how everything came together. Okay, so that was my attempt at recreating Jeffree Star's makeup from his Bloodlust palette. palette reveal using everything that I already own from Jeffree Star. Once again, everything that Jeffree comes out with is entirely unique and he does not repeat shades and palettes. So of course this is not going to be an exact replication of what he had in his video. The textures and the undertones of the shadows are going to be definitely way different than what I have going on here, but I'm very proud of this look and I was super inspired by the makeup that he had. I believe it was Lipstick Nick that did it. So I just wanted to give it a shot, try my spin and see how it turned out and show you guys how you can achieve this at home as well if you already own some Jeffree Star palettes. Thank you so much for all of the love and support on my very first video. I'm so excited to keep on challenging myself and growing with the style of editing and challenging myself with the looks that I'm going to be doing. So thank you for joining my little family here on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I believe there's a little bell down below, so if you want to get notified for every time I post. As always, just thank you for your love and for your support. My name is Megan Lynn's Makeup, and I will see you later. Mwah. Jeffree Star. Also, I'm sweating. I'm turning my fan on. Please hold. Oh, even that littlest breeze that I just added with the fan just made my life. It just made my life. Like a fluffy, flat brush. Ooh, focus. Focus. Aha! Royal Flush. Royal Blood. Royal